Hey there, welcome to the WELA Business Opportunity Overview. My name is Dana Glover Trenchfield and I am one of the top distributors with WELA, and I just want to take a few minutes to help you understand how WELA can help you reach your financial goals. I'll be talking to you about a company, an awesome product, the market that is a high demand for our products, how the timing is right for you to join this opportunity today, and the money that's available for you to make it worth your time. So pretty much in general, there's three ways to generate income. There's linear income, which means you exchange a unit of time for a unit of money. If you don't work, you don't get paid. And in fact, that's what about 95% of us do. You know, we go to work, we punch a clock, maybe we don't punch a clock, but if we stop working, we don't get paid. Even if you think of successful doctors or lawyers, when they stop working, they still don't get paid. And then you have residual income, which means you do the work once and you get paid for it over and over again. Think of an insurance agent. You know, they bring on that client, then when that policy renews, they continue to get paid over and over again. And then you have leveraged income, which allows you to be in multiple places and multiple times all over and deriving income without you even being there, earning on hundreds, even thousands of people all at once. That's when you're making money while you sleep. And when you combine linear, residual, and leverage income, that's when you're in a unique situation to create the type of income that can allow you to retire early. Now, I only know of one industry that allows you to do that: network marketing. Network marketing used to be considered a place for people who had tried it all, weren't very successful. You kind of had a bad look on people who would come to you with a network marketing opportunity. However, this is the book that changed it all: The New Professionals, The Rise of Network Marketing as the Next Major Profession, a book written by Dr. Charles W. King, a Harvard PhD and also a professor at the University of Illinois in Chicago. And guess what he teaches? Network marketing. Okay, now he says that network marketing is now a high-touch, high-tech field, a place for winners. And then look what Success Magazine says: network marketers are creating fortunes at breakneck speeds. And then we've all heard of Rich Dad Poor Dad's Robert Kiyosaki, who says network marketing is the perfect business for the average person to create wealth. And then Donald Trump says network marketing is the industry for people who want to change their lives. Okay, so let's talk about one particular company in the network marketing industry, WELA. So why should you partner with WELA? Well, the first thing I look at when I look at any company is the owners. Who's the management? What are we doing? At the top of WELA, we have John Penny, our president and CEO. He's basically created a company that has the three things that must be in place for a company to be successful and offer a serious income opportunity. Because at the end of the day, that's why we're all here anyways. We want to make money. So number one, you must have a unique product that meets a need or a want by millions of people. Check mark on that. Our product meets that need. 67% of Americans are overweight or obese. Okay, number two, the product must be consumable and affordable by the masses. Now, what they mean by consumable is that you have to use it up and then reorder. Use it up and then reorder. That's how that residual income is created. Check mark on that. The SLIMBERRY is a monthly product. It is consumable, and it's just $49.95 per month, making it affordable for most. Okay? And then finally, number three, the opportunity must be easy to duplicate by the masses. Check mark on that also. That's where a lot of the other companies fall off. They give you an awesome product with an awesome pay plan, but how are you going to share it with others? Okay? With WELA, building this business is as simple as referring people to your turnkey website, or you can just simply plug into the advertising co-op that I'll be sharing with you later on, and you can let the company take care of building your business for you. Okay, so let's talk about the product, SLIMBERRY. It's a leading edge product that is consumable, emotional, visual, and unique. Okay, it's considered the next generation of weight loss tablets. It's all natural, made from the very popular berry that we've all heard of and we've all seen create fortunes for many. But this one is formulated for weight loss, so it helps you lose inches and pounds. It curbs your appetite. It has no stimulants and no caffeine. Okay, but it's for more than just weight loss, which is awesome. It's rich with antioxidants and phytonutrients. It contains omega-3, 6, and 9, and it's used for energy, mental focus, and vitality as well. So it's just a great all-around product to take. Okay, so Paul Zane Pilzer, one of the nation's leading economists and who consults to many Fortune 50 companies, he describes the wellness industry as the next trillion-dollar industry. So we are definitely in the right marketplace. And then Ken Dykewald has written a book called Age Power that says that more and more people are tired of the rat race, tired of corporate America. They're anxious about retirement and they're very nervous about their financial future. And they do not want to be dependent on Social Security, family, or retirement. Nobody wants that. So what does that mean? They're all looking for a better way, an answer. Okay? This is the answer. Couple that with the obesity epidemic, poor lifestyles, bad eating habits, low energy levels. Over 80% of Americans are just trying to manage their weight. 2 out of 3 are overweight. 1 out of 3 are obese. 800 Americans die each day due to problems related to obesity. Over 30 diseases and conditions directly attributed to being overweight. This product is that answer. The timing couldn't be better. Okay, 1 in 4 workers earn $18,800 a year or less. Americans are working and poor. Okay. What about retirement? You think, the steady path says, okay, I'll just stick it out. I'll wait till I'm 65 and then I can retire. Newsweek says 33% of men 65 to age 69 are not able to retire. They're still working. Okay, ladies, you think it gets better for us? No. 23% of women age 65 to 69 are still working. I don't know about you, but I do not want to be working when I'm 65 years old. If I'm blessed enough, I want to be sitting back enjoying my grandkids. So you start now to get working on that. Okay, and then Fortune says 50 and fired is bad enough, but now out of work execs are facing a permanent vacation. They can't find a job, okay? This is that answer. And then USA Today says the economic news is getting worse and worse. We see it every day. If you watch the news, you watch the financial news, you just see the stories keep piling up. More and more people are losing their jobs. Okay? And then this is one of my favorites. You have the Time magazine where a guy holding a little tiny paycheck. No one's getting raises anymore. The paychecks are shrinking, but inflation, our bills are still going up. And then you have this magazine on Fortune saying, I want you to pay more taxes. We're still paying more taxes. And then you see this cover up here, white collar layoffs. Is your job next? Okay? What does that mean? People are looking for an answer. Okay? The timing couldn't be right. The market is wide open. This is your ground floor opportunity. You are in the right place at the right time with WELA right now. Okay, so now let's talk about how you'll get paid. That's what we're mostly concerned with, right? So remember, we talked about the 3 incomes in the beginning: linear, residual, and leverage. So now let's talk about how those 3 incomes combine to create just an awesome compensation plan for you. You'll get a fast cash $16 fast start bonus for anyone you personally refer on that first order. And then you'll get your residual binary commissions, 15% ongoing, which I'll explain to you. And then you'll have leveraged income, matching bonuses on up to 2 generations, plus a company-wide profit sharing bonus. Let's talk about the fast cash. So it starts with you. Let's say you bring in Pat, boom, $16. You bring in Bob, there goes another $16. And then you've now created something and your team continues to grow. Now let's talk about the binary commissions, and it's important that